Mom went home, Chris is still with me, and I got 2 dogs in the back seat. Leaving Vegas, next stop is Death Valley. Alright, I'm gonna be traveling through Death Valley and going Reno to Portland instead of Idaho because of the weather. It is still chilly in that direction, and I'm gonna fill up my propane tanks to make sure that just in case, I have the propane if I need it for the warmth while I'm traveling home. See, I'm learning. I'm definitely learning.
All my American friends, I'm so sorry. I knew very little about your national parks, and now that I've kind of had a glimpse of one, I really can't wait to see more. Death Valley is the hottest place on Earth with an average temperature of 42 degrees Celsius or 108 Fahrenheit. It doesn't matter what time of year you come here, you need to be prepared. Even in April, the temperatures ranged from 17 to 32 degrees Celsius or 62 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The drive through Death Valley Park is incredible. I was expecting the Badlands to be kind of flat with a little bit of hills, but overall to be boring, but that was not the case at all. The landscape changed on every turn, and it really is breathtaking. After a bit of research, we decided to head to Stovepipe Wells. There is a small fee to enter all national parks, and there are kiosks set up before you get in to pay your entrance fee.
We just got into Death Valley National Park. We pulled into a kiosk pay station, but I'm not really sure if we can pay here or what's going on.
It turns out this kiosk was just out of order. Thankfully, there was a sign, and it cost $30 to enter the park with an RV. And after a bit of Googling, we found out we could pay at the ranger station at Stovepipe Wells, which is where we were planning to spend the night. I've already started a list of things I need to do when I come back here on my next adventure. If Chris and I didn't have the RV with us, we gladly would have stayed at the Oasis Inn in Death Valley. It is a 4-diamond resort surrounded by lush palm trees that really caught me off guard because it's in the middle of the desert. I've included a link to their website below, but if you're ever in Death Valley, I think it would be worth checking out, even if just for one night. Stovepipe Wells Village has 14 full hookup sites that cost $40 a night and 190 campsites that have no hookups but are only $14 a night.
Arrived at Stovepipe Wells and it's hot. It's been 24 degrees the last hour of our drive. I cannot imagine what this place would be like in the summer. It is 6:30 in the morning in Death Valley, and I was awake with the sun coming up through the window. It is so beautiful and so peaceful here. I can't hear people, I can't hear traffic. About 30 minutes from the campsite is 20 Mule Canyon hike. It is one of the fuel trails that's dog friendly as long as they are on leash, so thought I'd come out and check it out.
When you're visiting Death Valley, make the time to do at least one hike. This one was super easy and the views are breathtaking. Put safety as a priority. Stay in well-traveled areas in case of an emergency or a vehicle breakdown because there's very limited cell phone service. Don't forget to stay hydrated, bring extra water for you and for your dog.
So I kind of hiked up the top of one of these little mountains. There's really not much up here. It's so beautiful and peaceful and hot.
Before it got too hot, we drove a little further down the road and found another easy hike.
Dogs are not alone on this trail, and they are not allowed to be alone in vehicles, which is fine by me because it's fucking hot out here. The nice thing about having someone traveling with me, Chris is in the truck with the air conditioning and the dogs, and I'm gonna go check this trail out on my own.
This is a very easy quarter-mile walk around the Harmony Borax plant. And again, some breathtaking views and some really interesting history about the area. This is one of the wagons that the 20 Mule teams actually pulled. The wheels are 7 feet tall, and these wagons are the largest ever that were pulled by animals and were designed to carry 9 metric tons of borax at one time. A short visit, but a phenomenal visit at Death Valley National Park. If I didn't have the dogs with me, Chris and I probably would have done a lot more exploring. But I'm incredibly happy I had this experience and I got to see one of these amazing national parks.